Hey guys, and we are back. Welcome to the Techie and Talon show.
Hey, we are finally back.
We are back after a long hiatus, and for our first
I
show
feel,
for 2022.
I feel like we haven't been on a year.
It feels like that, hasn't it?
It does. It does feel like. Just give me a second here. Thank you. All right. It does feel like we haven't been on like a year, but it's only been like what? Our last show, I believe, was like November, December, or something like that, wasn't it, Techie? I believe.
I think so.
How's my audio? My audio okay?
Yep.
Everything's sounding good.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you.
I believe so.
In tradition for our show, we had technical difficulties. I don't want to say traditional, but hey, it comes with us. You know, we're still, we've been doing this for a while, but again, we're still learning stuff. We're still adapting. But
not only that,
hey,
though,
we'll get
like
back
the
on that
reason we've
horse.
been on hiatus for a while was Christmas came around and everything like that, and Christmas, well, the Techie and Talent show kind of got some new tech.
Yes, we did.
So,
you
that's
got
why
some
we've been off for a while,
amazing.
because we have been trying to figure out the new tech and the way to kind of get it around and working for us. So
plus, with a lot of real world things happening, specifically with what's happened recently. My God, I usually don't like bringing.
Look, I know we're an entertainment podcast and we really don't want to get in the nitty gritty and stuff like that from the real world, but what a crap part of the year we are in. Like, February's been really shit. Like, January, I was like, okay, I think this year's going to be fantastic.
And then
February's hit, and we're looking at a possible World War III.
Flooding.
Flooding here in Queensland.
A pandemic still, because we're still in the pandemic.
Honestly,
it was my birthday.
I'm 100% sure that people have completely forgot about the pandemic at the moment.
I think so. I just want to raise the light on here because, again, I like to use this platform to not only to entertain people but also to help. If anyone who watches the show, or watches my show, freaking hell, our show. I don't know why I said my show. Sorry, Techie.
Well, I know that you were kind of
if you are
new YouTube and said that you're kind of getting used to that.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for that, guys.
Yeah, if I do it, if I do it. But reason why I'm talking like this because if you're unaware, I used to live in Lismore. About 2014 was the last time I lived there. Unfortunately, they've been hit by this flood. The entire town is underwater. A lot of people that I know have
really
lost
underwater. I just saw a photo earlier about the Macca's there. Now the Macca's sign is like up high, and the water is literally about to hit the big M. It's insane.
Yeah, so that's a 2-story building now. Yeah. Believe it or not, it's a 2-story building. It's a car park, then it's above ground. It's gone. It's underneath. But I've got friends and family down there. My cousin has lost everything. She lost her house, lost all her belongings, her car. All she has is the clothes on her back, and a suitcase. That's all she has left. That's everything gone. I got friends down there. My good friend Jenna and her husband have lost everything. They've lost everything. They're at their parents' house, thank God, but they've lost their house and all their belongings. Shannon, who is my friend's husband, he actually stayed behind and he got trapped on the roof of his house for a couple of hours. And
he wasn't the one that's going around on the news with on the
No. If his live video is still available, I'll share it to you. But It's pretty bad, man. It doesn't even look like a town. It looks like he's in some type of giant lake.
Yeah.
It is insane. So it's about 14 meters high. The levee broke 2 days ago around 3 o'clock in the morning. And the town's under. The town is completely under. So the reason why I'm talking about it is because if you are in the outskirts of Lismore, if you're around the area and you've got a boat, please, 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 if you can, get to Lismore safely. Please get there. Offer your assistance because people are still trapped. The SES is inundated. I talked about this on my Instagram story. But the people are inundated. They're trapped on their rooftops. They're trapped.
The thing is, though, because I've got a friend that their family's down in Lismore and just outside of Lismore as well, and she hadn't heard from him for 14 hours.
Yeah.
And it was purely because I don't think
there's
a lot of people in Lismore there because there's no cell service now. There's nothing. There is no power, no cell service.
They've turned off the They turned off the
people that are nearby that have got
pretty much
service and can see this if they can. Try and
please,
help it stay safe.
If you can, if you can get to Lismore safely and you've got a boat, please go there. People need help. If you have food, if you have water, if you have supplies, if you're offering accommodation, please head there, help people because people are desperate. There are people who are still trapped in. I mean, it's reached Ballina now, so Ballina has to evacuate. The whole town of Ballina has to evacuate today. They have to get out of there.
Gone through 2 states now.
Just because
insane.
All that water came up from here and it went down New South Wales. And remember though, Lismore went under.
It's just caused destruction no matter where it goes.
Yeah, Lismore's gone under before. This is not the first time this has happened. 2017 it happened. It destroyed the town. And businesses back then said, if it happens again, I'm done. And it's happened again.
Yeah.
I don't really want to get into it because it is a very touching subject because I spent majority of my teenage years here. It's where I first studied TAFE. It's how this whole cosplay journey started. It hits close to home. And I don't even live there, but I spent a lot of time there and I know people there and they have lost everything. Like everything's gone. The entire town has disappeared. And when the water does recede, the cleanup is going to be... They're going to feel it. They already felt it last time. And the crazy thing is, Lismore Square, you know the shopping centre there, Techie?
Yeah.
It's filled up to the top of the car park and went inside the square.
Yeah.
Meaning the water's actually inside the square and flooding in the shops inside.
Yeah.
It went up through the escalator parts and went inside. And like... I can't even imagine that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you're shopping there and you get trapped inside and you can't even get out? Like I think there's roof access, but like again I don't know.
Yeah.
But like
there
are people who are trapped. I mean, there's people who are still trapped inside their roof outlets. They have to actually bust through their roof outlet to get out.
Yeah.
It's something that you don't see. This is something that I've never seen before. You know, it's kind of sad now that it falls on my birthday that all this stuff happened.
Yeah. All right. I say we move on to a happier subject.
Let's move on to a happier subject and probably going to be the biggest subject.
Fuck that off.
Yeah, that needs to fuck right off. Absolutely, I agree.
No,
right.
This is the fuck right off. I mean, we're gonna do something that part of the new tech. It's a typical Talon quote.
A typical Talon. Fuck EA.
Anyway,
that was exactly timed.
Let's go. All right. So tomorrow we are lucky enough to be able to see the Batman a day early.
Dun, 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 dun,
we were unfortunate enough though to not be able to go and see it like a few of our friends today.
That's unfortunate, but it's okay. I can completely understand.
We're still getting a day early, and the embargo's been lifted, so we are hearing lots of things. So
We're, of course, avoiding spoilers galore.
I think a lot of people are not doing any spoilers until the weekend.
Mhm.
I honestly believe that everything I've watched has been spoiler free. But let's have a look. Let's go to Rotten Tomatoes. Even though
oh man, Rotten Tomatoes. They have it. What was it again? Again, it was 87, but now it's changed. It's now certified fresh, and I'm so happy.
it's actually at
because
86%, but it's still certified fresh.
Yeah, so 86 and 87 is considered certified fresh. Compare that to other Batman movies. Like, for instance, go back to The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight, I believe.
I just want to go through a few things here. So,
all right, so The Dark Knight is actually a 94 on Rotten Tomatoes, believe it or not.
I reckon this movie might get higher. We're still in early stages.
Actually,
like, it's not actually fully out
yet.
Are
you sure it's 86? Because on mine, it's 87, buddy boy.
Oh, yep, 87. It was 86 on the main page, but when you log into it, it's 87.
Yep. So,
we are looking at what it does do quite effectively is tell a solid Batman story with the most soulful and vulnerable Batman to ever grace the big screen, and that much at least is new. In Matt Reeves' confident hands, everything is breathtakingly alive and new.
I agree.
The Batman doesn't quite rise above its ubiquitous genre in the way that it maybe hopes to, but when it stays street level, it's a tantalizing, creepy mystery anchored by Robert Pattinson's eerie take on the Cape Crusader.
And I'm keen for it. Like, you know me and how I feel about critics and that. I don't listen to critics because I have my certain reviewers that I go listen to, but at the end of the day, I'm my own worst critic. I'm my own critic.